Why hello everybody and welcome back to Airport CEO Alpha 35. Let's play, let's mess around with some of the new features. And in the last episode we messed around with lifts and lounges in quite a beautiful, phenomenal way. In this episode we're probably not going to be doing anything massively new featured. What we're going to be doing is looking at ways of planning moving forward where we're going to go. Now, I know that sounds pretty boring and not exactly the ideal portion of the episode, but actually it's very vital that we do that, because we want to make sure that we've planned our airport in a way that we can fully expand later on up here. Now, we don't have a lot of money to start implementing a lot of those ideas, but at least getting an idea really of where to go. So this is sort of an interim episode. This is like one where you just sort of try to get an idea of where we want things to go. This one is very much dedicated to those that have been watching the series, and not so much people that are just tuning in for the first time. If you're tuning in for the first time, watch episode 1 of the series. You can just hit my playlist, which is the Let's Play of Alpha 35, which goes through loads and loads of different stuff that we're sort of doing. So yeah, just do that. That would be my way of looking at it. I'm just going to repair a couple of runways because they're looking a bit sketchy, and what I'm also going to do is repair all the stands. There's probably a way of doing this so much quicker than what I am. That stand's already looking good, but I'm going to do it this way because I think it's very important. So, this is very much a planning episode. If you have any ideas of what you want me to do or what you think I should do, I know I get regular comments in the comments below about what I could do moving forward. Then please put your recommendations below. This is just what I think I'm going to do, but eventually this is going to change massively. Right now it's quite inconvenient. It's a bit clunky. The stands are all in the wrong places. It just doesn't look right. It's like we wanted to chuck everything in to get all the features in, and so we could play around with sort of airport lounges and lifts, and then on top of that the walker-laters that are here, and then of course, you know, the new baggage, you know, the new check-in systems and the new terminal system we really wanted to mess around with. But now we've messed around with it, it's time to sort of tidy it up a little bit and just try and, you know, tweak those, fine-tweak those little details. The first thing I think I need to do is have a larger, you know, sort of parking bay area where people can drop off, where they can park, where they can get their buses, where they can get their taxi drop-offs. Now, to do this efficiently and without having this eyesore of a queue around here, I think what we need to actually start doing is making it larger. Now, obviously, we've got a big problem. This medium-sized runway right here. And my thoughts are we're going to move it and move it lengthways along this bay here. So what we'll eventually have is runway 1, medium runway 2 next to each other. So you've got a takeoff runway and a landing runway. And then what we'll do is we'll unlock this piece of land to facilitate that, because at the moment you can't have a medium runway going lengthways like that. You can only have it going widthways because it's locked. So the plan will be to bring this up here and have another medium runway next to it, and then run the medium aircraft off that. But at the moment we've only got 4 medium, medium sort of stands at the moment. Anyway, we'll want to expand that. In the interim, the easy way of expanding it would be to put a couple of stands next to each other here, would be a way of doing it. Another way of expanding it would be actually to remove a couple of the smaller stands and have it connect to the medium runway. I was thinking about it in the last episode, just because I think we'd benefit from more consumers going through the airport. So that's something we really need to look at. What I might do in this episode, just to sort of fill the time and make sure we've got things in the right places, is get another restaurant in. Because right now we've got this one restaurant, which is Swift Veg. So that's doing very well. That'll easily hit its sales target. There's no problems. We've got a Flygo shop over here, which might not hit its sale target. It's got us a lot of money, so it's done very well. I will get them back in, because I think we're going to get more people go to there now. We've got this shop here, which should hit its sales target. It's going to be touch and go, that Turner shop. But what we don't have here is a restaurant for this area here, or sort of a you know, somewhere for them to go and eat. And I thought about putting one over here. So the plan here is, let's move our vending machines. I'm not got a problem there. We'll move them next to security, why not? And then what we'll do is we'll bulldoze these. There is a plan. We're going to go to restaurants because, oh wow, we actually got posh restaurants now. I've 100% realised that. Oh, we could do that in the next episode. Make sure you tune in the next episode. We're building a restaurant. It's going to be a Ramsay's Kitchen. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited about that. Oh, it's going to be a slap-up restaurant as well. Sorry, I'm far too excited about restaurants now. This is going to be a food room. So we're going to make it, I think we can probably get away with 13 by 9. Let's see if we can get any contracts on that. So yeah, we can get a 2-star Bell Beer in. So 2 stars and 1 stars are really what we're aiming for. Crane's Burgers requires a cooking station. Ah! So, oh, that's so interesting. So Crane's Burgers now requires cooking stations because it's an actual restaurant, whereas the cafe doesn't. Oh, that's amazing. And it requires sofas. Oh my word, this is, oh my goodness, wine and cheese. I don't know why I'm getting so excited. But we need something cheap in here for now. Valentino's, they all require cooking stations. That's absolutely genius, by the way. I love that. Anyway, we're not doing that now. We're going to do that in the next episode. We're going to build a hilltop cafe. So we need 1 cafe counter and a cake fridge. So let's go. First things first, very important when you're doing a new room, is put in a little wall here, I think mostly for that exit. We can have a sort of pillar there and that there. I quite like that, I think. Maybe it comes to there, we put a plant pot there, or even a bin. Let's put a bin. Very important bins are. Let's put bins around, because it is a restaurant area. Now, again, we can definitely still fit in Hilltop Cafe, so let's get in our counter, very important. We'll put that there, and then what we'll also do is get in our display fridge, which I think can go here and here. There we go. It's 2 display fridges, why not? You know, we could get in a snacks. Yeah, let's put that in as well. Why not? There we go. It doesn't really matter. Then what we want to do is go seating, and I'm going to get a couple of round tables here. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. And actually, let's move it there. There. And yeah, that'll do, I suppose. We can build a booth. There and there. Get a square table in, lovely. And then let's get in some chairs, some nice chairs. Oh, they've gone straight to it. Good stuff, guys. It's a cheap place, so just chuck in these wooden, oh crap, these wooden chairs. Lovely stuff. So our new restaurant, and then what we can do, it's always good, let's just chuck in some plants here and here. Why not? Make it look, you know, extra pretty. Oh, look at that. Loads and loads of plants. Make it look beautiful. And then flooring. It's a hilltop cafe, so it can have this boring sort of basic wood, I suppose. Just chuck that in. What was it called? Nice wood. There we go. Nice wood has gone in there. So we should be able to open Hilltop Cafe now. We can. So we'll sign the contract for Hilltop Cafe there. This shop, I really don't think it's going to make it. It could get close. It looks quite busy at the moment. What we definitely need are bins. We've got no bins anywhere now. That's not really a good thing. So I'm going to build a bin there. We're going to have a bin there. We're going to have a bin here. We're going to have a bin there, there, there. Very important bins there. Let's put a bin there, and 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 a bin there. This was a shop, but it didn't work. And then a bin there. There we go. Bins everywhere, everybody. Makes sense. Let's just get bins all over the airport. So, brilliant. The cafe is now open. It's made its first sale, so that's good news. It's, yeah, I'm very, very pleased. It actually looks really quite nice, doesn't it? Nice little cafe where people can sit down and enjoy a nice coffee and a sandwich before getting their flight. No restaurants in the small Terminal 1, but it is nice to have a little there, and people will just sit down and eat their food and take it away with them. I'm pretty happy with that. Look at it. It's actually really busy. This will easily hit its target. It's already flying on its way there, and it's got 9 days to do it. So, yeah, I think it's needed something a little bit different in this terminal, and to put that in there, I think makes a little bit of sense, and we should make some money from it. We should. There's no one currently working there, which is not great. Yeah, so fun times. The lounge is still not working. I love this. I love that we set up this lounge to work and it doesn't work. It's one of my favourite things in the world. So, yeah, the fact that this doesn't work yet, I think mainly because we haven't had a Maple flight. So we have got, I think, a Maple flight coming in to stand 12 and 13. I think might make a difference. I don't know whether... I don't think... Do we have to connect to a lounge? No. I don't think so. Let's see what happens. It might work, it might not. We'll find out. People are just using the lounge to walk through at the minute because it's never working. So... we'll have a look at that. By the end of the episode, we'll have news as to whether our lounge is working or not. I'm hoping. It does shut at midnight. Not that matters, because... no, it does. That means it won't work for that flight. It might work for this flight. It activates in 3 hours, so we'll soon find out. I'm nervous. Can we move the flight on? Yeah, we could, actually. No, we can't, because this Penguin flight's in the way. I could cancel it. We're going to cancel the Penguin flight, and we're going to turn off autoplanner a minute, reschedule this flight for 6 o'clock. Is my thought. Will that work? Let's just do it, and then click autoplanner again. There we go. Hopefully, and we're doing that just to see whether this will work. That's the plan, because it opens at 4. So, in my head, that works. This is not going to hit target. It's going to get so close as well. That's so very frustrating. Really close. Our cafe's done very well in its opening day. I'm very pleased. But our FlyGo franchise room, which is pretty much for that airline, it's pretty brutal that they've got that. Oh, we got really close, didn't we? We'll definitely hit it next time. They might not want to renegotiate the contract, though, because we failed. But yeah, things are getting really busy. Out here, look, the queue for the buses is horrendous. That's why we need to sort this out. So we definitely need to sort that out. And what will happen inadvertently when we sort that out, when this moves, we'll have lots of space to play with people getting on and off buses and stuff, coming into the terminals and various places. The other thought was to build an underground road and bring it up here to a new terminal. That was the other thought, and it'll just spread traffic out a little bit. Because this is very crammed in here. As soon as you walk in, you have to check in. It's a very small international airport. The other thing we haven't done yet in the game is we haven't put any automated checkpoints. We've also done no international zones. So we've not been able to actually do that yet, which I really, really want to do. I think it's very important that we get that in place as well. So we'll get that done. International Zone will probably not be the next episode. That'll be restaurants. The next episode, that's gone now, that contract. Damn, we missed it. What a shame. Yeah, power. Oh, we can't do power. Why can't we do power? Sorry, I'm getting distracted. It's not big enough. Great. Can we get something cheap in? Maybe a quick stop? Oh, that just don't make any money. Oh, we can get FlyGo in again. Okay, sorry FlyGo last time. believe me, I genuinely believe we'll hit target this time. So, yeah, like I was saying, what was I talking about? International zones. Won't be the next episode, will be the episode after. Restaurants will be the next episode. That's what we're going to focus on. We're going to get a restaurant, we're going to start serving up some lovely dishes, and people are going to be very, very happy. So that's good news. So, the overriding good news is we got a new cafe open. That's great news. For some reason it's open, it should be closed. There we go. It made 90 sales in its first day. I don't know why, I was expecting better. It was halfway through the day. This shop may not hit its target either. It could be touch and go, whether Turner actually makes its money back. That is a massive shop for just that, but whatever. Yeah. And yeah, that's easily going to hit its target. What's going to be interesting is whether the lounge works now. So that's going to be fun. Just to see whether or not that happens. What I would like your advice from, if you are watching the episodes, and you are involved in the series and you do like what you see, is just some advice on taxiing. Because right now I've got the airplanes sort of leave that way so that other airplanes can sort of just come in and park up. And then they come down here, but they cross here anyway, so they're still waiting around. Let me know how you would organise it, and you know, eventually I'll set up a Discord so we can have proper conversations. But just let me know in the comments below how you would deal with it. I know a few of you have definitely have put in your comments, and they're very much appreciated. So I'd love to see more of them. That'll be fantastic. Yeah, so please do. I'd love to see that. Now we're approaching 4 o'clock. Which means I think we should start seeing a check-in for our 6 o'clock flight eventually. I think we'll start seeing that now. And if we see that, we should start seeing this lounge reopen. So staff should turn up. I'm hoping for 4 o'clock. I'm hoping. Let's go downstairs. Can we go downstairs? Yeah. Oh, I think that's one of our passenger service agents? No. I do like it that they use the walkolators. And they are all choosing to use the walkolators, look. They're all making an effort to use it. I love that. That is such great news. We've got some RAB agents leaving, that's fine. It is past 4, I would have expected this to open. I'm not closing the room. That was the first Maple flight. So if we go to flights now, there's another Maple flight that's about to arrive. So what I'm expecting to see is a passenger service agent. There we go. Now is the moment of truth. Are we going to get business class? Wait a minute. Is there something I need to turn on? I don't know what this is. No. No is the answer. Okay, let's have a look. So we're waiting to see if any of our passengers use our new airport lounge for a flight that's just landed. And it's that... no, it's not that flight. By the way, look at that. That's all green. We like this. This is good news. Baggage here is a bit of a problem, but they should be fine. It's about to land now. It's not that medium flight. It's this one. So... the question is, because I've got a couple of passengers waiting upstairs for that flight, am I going to get passengers? So I've got passengers leaving through the lounge, which is never ideal. It's definitely marked as an airport lounge, because it's there, in green. Where business and luxury passengers travelling from certain airline can relax before their flight. It's got an information desk. Do we have to associate? No. Do we need an information desk at the beginning? I hope not, because this is going to ruin my plan somewhat. Or should this not be here? Should this be before security? Because it says here, airport lounge, oh wait, airport lounges, defines a room where business and luxury passengers travelling with a certain airline can relax before their flight. Is this airport lounge meant to be before security? Because if it is, it's never going to work, is it? I would just assume it would work. So where are these passengers going? They're using Fly Penguin. You're using Maple. You're just obviously not rich enough. So, no, I think all of the passengers... Because when's this flight taking off? At 10, so in 2 hours. So I would have expected to see more than one person in our... Where's he going? He's leaving. Where's he off? Is he going to get something to eat? I'm a bit surprised. So no one's using this, which is annoying, I suppose, to the best of it. It is what it is. I just figured it would be being used, and it's not. So that's frustrating. I think... I don't know. I would have expected... There we go, loads of people waiting now. I was just hoping that some people go downstairs and start using my airline lounge. Maybe I have to restart the game before it starts. Oh, no, I've already done that. I don't know. Screw it. It's not working. Whatever. Don't care. I've forgotten about it right now. This queue is bloody ridiculous now. We need to put some more bus stops in and further away from the airport, I think. Anyway, in this episode, we just quickly covered up that we added a new cafe to our airport. Very, very important cafe that we wanted to add because we hadn't had a cafe in our Terminal 1 at this point. Moving forward, we'll do restaurants in the next episode. Very important that I think we get 1 or 2 of those in. And then in this episode, we also planned on expanding up here. I would love your ideas and comments and everything else in the comments below. Thank you very much for tuning in. I know it was slightly shorter this episode. It was more of an interim just to see how things were going with the series. Let me know what you think. Hit the comments down below and I will catch you all on the flippity flip. Don't forget to subscribe. I love you. Bye bye.